obviously Ariel Beauty,
Mm.
and you with my fitness, fun, food, finances, and fighting because I'm big in MMA. I'm all about the F word.
I
You know
think
how I
that's
go before.
important. I think it's important to have your own identities because um, that's more. Not that we're not doing it for branding or money, but it's really important because people can identify just with you. Then they can
Yes,
identify with Inner Cosmetics. It's very
absolutely.
strategic. It's very smart to do.
Absolutely. You're just trying to show off your muscles and your arms when you did that. That's all you're trying to do.
Yes, I was.
Looking good too, Ellie. Can't you tell the difference with yourself though too?
Yes, I really can.
And tell me this. Isn't it weird that it's not really what you're doing more so than your mindset?
It is my. It's a big part of my mindset. And you know what I'm going to do? I got a great idea before the show starts. I said, I'm going to the one you're doing that carb inhibitor. So I'm going. There's this one liquid one, and I call
Hmm.
it this one. I got the idea. This one girl gave it lipo in a bottle, and it's called Resolution Drops. Does the
Hmm.
same thing as a liquid, and
Right.
so I was going to say do a before and after of my competition photo. Now this company has been around the same amount of time. I didn't technically take it then, but I want to say in a way like I did, and I
L
wanted.
L. Physicality doesn't matter.
Right,
Did you
that's true.
did you take it in your mind?
Right. Because
Did
I
you
said,
take it?
well, actually, the ingredients did blend no matter what I was doing.
L.
But I
It
said,
doesn't matter.
okay, okay,
Don't even try to justify it because it makes
okay.
it worse. The thing is, do you want to do it? If
Yes,
the
I
answer is
do.
yes, then just do it. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, okay. Because I
Do
said,
you feel
yeah,
integrity issues about it? If you
no.
don't feel it, then do it. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, all right. Because I wanted to use it to say competition using lipo, drops.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now I have two trophies, a
Hmm.
boy and a girl, and this still served me. But this time I'm actually part of the program instead of
Yeah.
the surgery that I had.
Talk about have fun with it. The only thing for me I'm not going to tell people about because I don't feel inspired right now to is talk about the doing any type of steroids or anything. Only because people
Nah,
would use that to think that this is where you are when you
I'm not
are,
going to do that.
and I'm not going to do that because I don't think I owe it to them, and I don't want to because the majority of everything we gained was from not doing it.
Exactly. And I'm going to start. It's stop treating your passion like a hobby.
Okay.
All right, and I'll cue you.
What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. El
Happy
Renee and
Friday.
what's
Woo-hoo.
up?
Yes.
That's right. Get ready for this energy. Ready or not. If you don't want it, then you better change the channel because it's coming at you.
It's coming
It's
at you.
Oh yeah, you know how we always like to do something great every day, but we do, especially the weekends too, because it's that time you can really just get a chance to relax and reflect on all the awesomeness that you've created throughout the week, all the awesomeness of sharing your stuff with our channel. Look at me
Yep.
getting all cocky and shit.
Well, you
But
should be. You should be. We're going to, if this is the place where you're not cocky,
right,
we're going to make you cocky because that's what
y-
it's all about. Self love.
absolutely, all the way. I love it. I love it. And today, let's get to the title, then we're gonna start talking.
Hmm.
Stop treating your damn passion like a hobby.
Say it again, Lord.
Stop treating your passion like a hobby.
Like a motherfucking hobby.
Like a motherfucking hobby. It's still your motherfucking sick.
Like you're fired. I like that, Mike. I really
Yeah,
like that when
me
you
too,
brought that
Ellie.
one up. So,
Thank
so
you.
much. More and more, it's ingrained because, well, I'll start like this for myself. All about me. Fitness.
Of course, go ahead. Everybody put the cotton swabs in their ears. Go ahead, L.
Wait, before you do, hear me out.
All right.
So, for fitness, right?
Right.
I have wanted to be committed into fitness and it's a passion of mine. I was a competitor for X amount of years. And
Yes.
so I will always put it by the wayside because business always took precedence. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted my business to launch. I was working a 9 to 5. I was into singing, and then I would weave in fitness here and there.
Yes.
But one day, actually 2 days ago, my
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, she hit me up and she's like, "Hey, there is this program, Total Life Changer." And I was curious if you wanted to be part of it. And at
Yeah.
first I was like, nah, not really. And she's like, "I know you're into health." And I was like, "Okay, hold up." I said, "Why wouldn't I commit to myself this investment?" So
Right.
often, this morning I had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we do things is because we commit to certain things, like business, for instance. What's a commitment? You don't always have to invest money, but a lot of times when we commit to something, there's an investment. There's a time investment, there's a
Yeah.
financial investment. So it
Absolutely.
always goes first.
Yes.
So,
And I'm going to hop in there and say something too, but it's an
yeah,
investment in yourself. And if
yeah,
you finish that sentence with that, it's an investment in yourself. And
yes,
that's why you're worth it. So go ahead,
yes.
Ellie. I just want to throw that in there, but go ahead.
Well, that was really it. The
Okay.
investment in yourself. I love it. And that's the whole thing with fitness. I said, wow, I'm at the level, not everybody's at a different level, which is
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Where
Mm-hmm.
I am in my life, I wanted to take the same level of commitment I did for my business with fitness. And
Your
so
passion.
my passion, yes,
One
yes,
of them, I would say, because you still love the Ariel beauty and stuff, but go ahead.
correct. And but the thing is, Mike, Ariel Beauty, I love it. I committed so much money into it that I make time for Ariel Beauty every day. And
Yes.
so that's what my whole thing was with the fitness aspect of it. I wanted to have that level of depth or whatever it is that I go to
Absolutely. Yes.
with fitness as well. And
Yes.
so that's basically it. You're going to have all different ways in which you commit to it, but that was just mine investing money into it.
Absolutely. And and just piggybacking on what you're saying, and the thought that came across my mind that I found out a lot was with us doing this inner cosmetics, um, is I when we start, your mind wants to work logically.
Hmm.
How could this work out? This isn't going to work,
Hmm.
or not that it's going to work, but look at these people with 1 million people that are on their show. This is all you have right now. So you start treating it like a hobby.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
don't commit to it with the passion that you feel because logic gets in the way and says, well, this is ABCD. This is I need to make money and keep a real job. That's nice. I would love to do that. But and then that but and everything after that but is really what doesn't matter. Once you
Correct.
say but, literally, that's what keeps your life where it's going,
Right.
but it's the stuff that doesn't matter.
Right. 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 I like that. Reality follows inspired action. So as
Imagination.
imagination, I like that. And so as you step into it and you do it and you allocate the devotion, I mean, we can use us for an example. We're not air quotes getting paid, but it's a passion of ours. And so we
Absolutely.
show up consistently,
You show
Tuesday
up
or Friday.
consistent. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Have Tuesday and Friday. And then what the funny part is I love using Neville Goddard's I remember when. I remember when we first started because now we have millions of followers. Now the thing is about this is I'm not trying to bring followers to us
Mm-hmm.
because imagination, they're already here. And people, we're having this, what how Abraham Hicks would say, this co-creative collaboration where we're just having this beautiful time together. You take that feeling now, and we're going to play this video back. And I don't want to say a year, I don't want to say 6 months, 2 months, it could be next week. And you can have all these people that have joined on with us because we're having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you got to let your imagination, which is the real reality,
Mm-hmm.
manifest and not let you get tripped up with what you see in your physicality, which is less than 1% of who you actually are. Everything, even to this moment, anyone who's listening, it was all had to be an imagination to be happier first before you even heard of us, tripped upon us. Whatever way you came upon us, it was never an accident. You're here listening because of a specific reason.
Very true. Very true. One message I heard this morning, Neville Goddard, I really like him, and we'll put
Oh, I
him in
love him.
the comments as well.
Cool.
How to manifest. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. And I never really fully understood the depth of what he was saying until Brian Scott, he was a narrator on this one.
Uh-huh. I
He,
love him too.
yeah, he delved into it. The feeling is its movement that creates that reality. I'm not sure if you heard it yet, but he said when you, let's say you're in Philadelphia and you, for whatever reason, don't, maybe not the financial ability or the time to go to California, you can place yourself there. But it's not just imagining and feeling
Thinking
yourself
of it.
there. Great. It's thinking from it.
Yeah.
It's thinking
Thinking.
from it.
Big difference, isn't it, Ellie?
Big difference. And you want to explain what thinking from it? Like, what's the difference between thinking from and thinking of?
Absolutely. Oh, this is so cool because I think most of our lives we think of it. Man,
Mm-hmm.
that would be so nice. This is thinking of it. Oh man, that would be so
Mm-hmm.
cool. Would be, as in, don't have it. Would love to have it, but just don't.
Right.
Thinking from it is, I love our show and the millions of people that listen in every day.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to get them, that means that I'm thinking of it. But if I'm thinking from it, I don't care what the number of subscribers is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care how many people comment to me to say they love the show. In
Mm-hmm.
my mind, how would it feel if millions of people were saying stuff to you, commenting, you were helping them tap into the awesomeness that you are and all you people are that are listening, like the millions that are listening now, like how good would it feel? And that is what I walk around smiling about.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that. That's the difference between of and from. And for traveling, you're in Philadelphia, you want to go to Los Angeles,
Hmm.
you can
Hmm.
imagine yourself there. Your imagination is power. Take it even further. If you have a friend, wherever you are in California, where are they
Hmm.
located? Where is that friend located in location where you are? So if you're sitting here, how far, how many blocks down are they?
Yes, yes, yes. What does it look like?
What
Did they
does it
say
look like?
something to you? Have a conversation with them. And this is
Yes,
stuff that if it sounds foreign to you, good, because get excited. Because if you haven't done this yet, you're going to flip the script on life the way it should be anyway
yes,
and
yes,
start living the way you should always have been living.
yes. Correct. Is that's the fun. And the whole thing is there's no risk in playing in it. Play in it. Play in it. Give
Yes,
it time, right?
yes, yes,
There's
100%.
there's no
Give it
risk
time.
in that and no risk in that doing that at all. Um
Exactly. It doesn't cost you any money. The only thing it's going to do is, at the end of the day, I found out this happens when I imagine. I either at minimum get what I want, but it's usually so much more than I could have ever thought it would be. I
mm,
always get more than whatever you thought. You
yes.
always get more than what you thought. And I found out, and that's what's like, it's so crazy. And I tell you guys, Ellie and us, L and I, one of the things Elle and I talked about was Xing those affirmations. Why is this so good? But here's another thing. Life always gets better. Here's
Yeah.
another one I learned from Neville Goddard. I remember when I went and visited my friend in California. I remember when I was wishing that I had gone to visit her and now I'm here. I remember when I had wished that I remember when. What does I remember mean? I remember when means it already happened. I remember when I used to be poor because it's so fun now being rich. I remember when I didn't have money, now I have all this stuff. And when you say it like I remember when,
I love
you
that.
you're creating, your mind is taking orders and saying, oh, you remember when? And then you go, yeah, I remember when I always used to look at that lot, like Neville Goddard talked about his brother. I remember when I used to look at that lot and it was empty, and now it's this beautiful home of mine with, and you go into it with a four-car garage with with the balcony, and you describe what is in your imagination, not to get it to come to you because it's technically already there, but how would it feel if it was already done?
So
When you go ahead.
can I interject for a second? From just listening to you, it sounds as though if that's the case, where we are now in this time and space reality, this is the past.
Yes.
And your imagination. Okay,
It's
that's
always one. It's always one step ahead, and then you get to live it. Life, physical reality, is a reflection of where your thoughts have been.
mm,
It's just very. It's not. Remember this, and this helped me a lot. Consciously, it doesn't make sense, but it won't to your conscious at first because we are people that have been taught to live with the five senses: sight, touch, smell, these different
mm,
things, and those are our what I call now limitations if you choose it to just live by those laws alone. But there's a sense of us, and anyone listening, the key is, everyone, I know it's a lot of information I seem to be thrown at you, but the rules of laws are really simple. Imagination is reality. I could stop right there. Imagination is reality.
mm-hmm,
And when you understand that, you'll stop worrying about what you see in front of you because all that is a role is a play out of where your mind is going. The
mm-hmm.
problem is you just don't remember feeling thinking about it. You're like, I didn't ask for this car accident. I didn't think of that. But if you go back and you think about it, you may have had a couple days where you're feeling down. You may have had a couple days where you were just fretting and worrying about stuff. And you were creating this energy, this feeling equivalent to whatever's happening in your life now that you don't like
Mm-hmm.
or do
Mm-hmm.
like.
Mm-hmm.
You were creating emotions, and then they show up in physical form in stubbing your toe on the piano or tripping down the steps of your kid driving you crazy. And we're yelling at the mirror, going like this.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! And then
Mm-hmm.
you're doing these crazy things in the mirror and you're saying, stop doing this. Stop doing this. When they're like, well, I'm just doing what you did.
What you told me, instructed me to do.
I'm just doing what you told me to do. Every time you go like this, I go like this. But then when I
Mm-hmm.
go like that, you tell me to stop. That's reality. But it
Mm.
just shows up in ways that we don't think about. Someone getting on your nerves,
Mm-hmm.
car cuts you off in traffic. All these things are emotions that are reflected of where you've been.
Right, right. And getting out in front of it because with the car and traffic and then maybe having some frustrations with your children with their math,
Mm-hmm.
decimals and multiplication.
Sounds like
Oh,
we're getting a little specific here. Okay, continue, Ellie. This isn't. Oh,
flashback.
yeah, this is nothing. We aren't talking about specific here, everyone.
Okay, that was actually me.
You see, start math.
I see one more right. Fractions and decimals. But yeah,
Oh
it's
shit.
like getting out in front of it because the reality is we heard from one of the other videos. We love sharing other people's insights as well. It's so good.
Yeah.
Is getting out in front of it. Can you control that? Can
The
you
answer is
control?
yes. Right. Exactly.
The things that you can't control, where somebody's poking in front of you in traffic.
Yes, I see what
Don't
you're
get that far.
saying.
Just
Exactly.
the
Yes,
thing
and I.
is, yeah, right. And the
You,
thing is, with
you're
people
so
in
right.
traffic, the people in traffic poking along, and Mike, this goes back to which one did we do? Stop holding the door for people. If
Mm-hmm.
you then learn that the person was driving so slow because they just fell, they broke their ankle, they had no help to get
Right.
home,
Right.
being careful and drive. Now, after you're sitting there screaming, all these obscenities to them, but if they were to tell you the reason why, all of a
Someone their
sudden,
family just passed away, or they were sad because they something happened, you'd feel horrible. Same situation.
same situation.
But now that you understand what happened to them, now you change. You're living a reactionary life.
Right. They gave you a valid reason for you to now feel more sympathy towards them. No one owes you anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're in
Mm-hmm.
control of it all. And
Right.
so the part of that is releasing all of that, recognizing what you can control, what you can't. You're always the reason for your frustrations.
Right.
That's a beautiful bitch slap in the face.
Yeah, it is.
But stepping back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. L, absolutely. L, so not even just right. It's like so right. It's like you and I think we're talking about. what you can control and what can't you control. And I thought we could control it all a while ago, like a long, long time ago, until I realized the part you can't control is how your manifestation plays out. You
How?
can't control the middle. You can't control how it's going to show up in your life, but you can control that it guaranteed will show up. For example, Neville Goddard talked about this one lady where she had a desire for a new roof. She had a desire for a new sewing machine. Her husband's new shoes hurt him, so she wanted a couple more shoes for him. And there's a couple other things she wanted. So what she did was she didn't. She just said, "Tell me what you want. I don't care what the cost is, because the universe don't give a shit. It's your universe. You can get whatever the hell you want." Like Elle says, and. So she wanted all these things. So she took time to imagine every one of them. Her house got robbed. Her house got robbed. Nothing was taken of importance. Zero. But the insurance company gave her money because of it. She ended up getting $2,000 and she only needed like $1,500.
Wow. Oh, that is really cool. I love that.
So don't go around leave your doors open, people. That is not the message here, because you say, I got insurance, you can rob me, and then you putting all your stuff in the barn that you care about, and then the barn gets robbed, and now all your important stuff got taken.
Right, like that didn't work out.
Oh, that didn't work out. Because you were trying to control the middle. You were trying to control
Right.
the middle.
That's right.
You
That's
can't
right.
control the middle. But the thing was, she's like, she didn't lose anything. But the
Mm-hmm.
insurance gave her a check that more than covered for
Mm-hmm.
everything. And so once again, it was like everything we're saying, everybody, is all intertwines. I know the title starts out with, the making the passion a hobby. What I'm saying is, and we're getting at is,
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go. No, you jump in, because go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say it does tie in because with that is not treating your passion, stop treating your passion like a hobby. Stop getting in and trying to control the middle. If it's something you're passionate about, just go forward and do it.
Yes, yes. If you
You're,
would like to make a living off of it, you can. You can. Tell the universe
yeah,
you're sitting there taking your order. It's Aladdin's lamp, but you don't get 3 wishes. You get 3 billion, trillion, more than you could ever get in your life. It's infinite.
yes, yes.
What do you want? What do you want? No, I didn't ask you how much it costs. I didn't ask you logically if it makes sense. If you aren't doing the living you want right now, if you aren't making a living doing what you want right now,
Mm-hmm.
it's more so you're probably treating your passion like a hobby. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you understand the power you have, you can take any passion and ask yourself, is this what I would be doing for my living if I could? If it's not, then what are you doing it? Because it makes sense, because my mom told me so, because my parents said this is the best way to do it. So you're following other people's instructions. Go out
Mm-hmm.
there. Stop treating your passion like a hobby. And what could you do right now towards it? And how would it feel, more importantly, if
Mm-hmm.
you were making a living taking pictures for a living? Well, I can't take pictures for a living because everybody takes pictures for a living. Everybody got a camera. Guess
Uh,
what? Exactly. Thank you. You're
uh,
done. Go
exactly.
back to work, because it doesn't matter. You don't believe in yourself yet.
I love that. Right. Yes, we're very direct because we're just here for all of your awesomeness and supporting it. And I
Yeah,
do it myself. I stop cutting corners and uh, giving myself sympathy and making excuses for things that I see. No, it is what it is. Like, let's do this.
absolutely.
Let's show
Absolutely.
up. Let's show up.
Absolutely. Show up every day with that feel. And when Elle says show up for people, what she's saying is show up with that feeling. Show up
Hmm.
with the feeling that you're the winner that you really are. Everyone, you're winners. Wipe away, start eradicating that you're a loser. If that's something you thought about, we hope you don't. But if you don't deserve it, if you're not good looking enough to be something, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can do anything. This show is
Anything.
about empowering you. This is not for you to look up to us and us to be your savior. You're your own savior, but we're just showing you how to be your own savior,
Yes.
how to be your own hero.
Love that. Love that. Awesome note to end on a Friday, Mike. That was really, really good. Guys,
Thank you.
if you're loving what you're hearing, tell us by subscribing, hitting that subscribe button, ding,
Bang,
leaving
bing,
us
wherever
some
it is.
comments.
Yes.
You know what? Just ignore that last one.
Yeah, that was kind of. I shouldn't have done that one, but yeah, it's too late. Can't take it back.
and, and connect with
Oh
us
my
on
god.
Instagram. We love you
Yes,
guys. Have an
we love
awesome
you guys.
Friday.
Absolutely, y'all. Have fun. See ya.
See ya. Our high five.
Boom. Ouch, that hurt. Ah,
See, I'm getting stronger. See those muscles?
oh,
Flexing. All right, bye,
oh,
guys.
oh.
They're gonna be like,
Oh
what the
my
hell? That was
god.
really good.
That
I
was
enjoyed
good.
that
So
one.
good. But you know what's funny? I was